Hi, everybody. Okay, so I am here and I'm about to do a purples look. This was my first eye that I did. Oh, it's hard to get the orientation of where to look on the camera, but I am going to master this. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a look where I put a primer over my eyes. All right, so the primer that I'm going to use is our Mary Kay Under Eye Corrector, or you can use a light concealer from Mary Kay or Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put this over my entire eyelid. So watch me. Go ahead. Just put this over my entire eyelid. And what this will do is it will act like a primer. You know, like when you're painting a house, you put this on and it's like a primer for the eyes. All right. It helps to set you're priming to paint. This primes your eyes so the colors last longer. They look more powerful. And you know, now with everything, and we're wearing all these masks, you know, you can't really wear a lip color because nobody's seeing your lips. So you got to make your eyes pop. All right. And you got to do something to make yourself stand out just a little. And if there are mistakes that you make, like you see right here, just wipe it off. Or I can show you something to use, or eye makeup remover can remove it, but just go ahead and put that on right there. Okay, then we're going to do the color. So I like my Mary Kay mini palette, and the colors that I'm using are pretty simple, but I'm using a highlighter color, and the highlighter color I'm using is called rose gold. And I'm just going to take one of my brushes, and I'm going to take rose gold and I'm going to put it right here. And don't be afraid to put a lot. It's okay. You can always blend it out. Okay, so I put it right there. And then I'm going to take a little bit and put it right under where they normally would arch your eyebrows. Now, this is the thing. I have not been to the brow to get my brows done in months. So one of the tricks that I have used, and I'm sure a lot of you already use it, is I use concealer, a brow pencil, and I just recreate a look. I draw my eyebrows on and I create them how I want them to look. And that's been working out for me. All right. But anyway, you go ahead and I use my brush and I just push it in. And I'm using the brushes from our Mary Kay Brush Essential Collection, Essential Brush Collection. The reason I like these brushes is because the hairs make everything just land in the perfect spot. All right. That's one of the things I love about this brush collection. Then I'm going to use this all over eye brush. I hope you can see it. And I'm going to take the other color, the second lightest color. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this over the entire lid where the other colors, where I put the everywhere but where I put the highlighting color. Let's put it like that. All right. And I just go ahead like that. Now, I find that purples tend to look really nice on people with brown eyes. So if you're looking for an eyeshadow to wear and you have brown eyes, then this is a great place to start. All right. Got that? Now, another tip is you can even take your concealer and if before you put the other color on, you can go ahead and put the concealer in the spot, the light concealer. Like say you're my complexion, you can do under eye corrector, which is really, really peachy white, or you can do light beige, or you know, the lighter you are, always go a couple shades lighter for your to use a primer on your eye if you're using a concealer. All right. So now that we got that on, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of blending while I'm here so that, both you don't know where one color started and one color ended. Okay. So there you go. Next step is I'm going to use another color. This is my Sweet Plum. And my Sweet Plum, I'm going to use it and I'm going to use it to make to put it over the lower third of the eye. So this part right here, that's where I'm going to put it. All right. And, be generous with yourself. Just go ahead and, just put that color in. Don't be afraid that you're using too much, because if you use too much, you can always just remove it. All right. If you have a smudger brush, use a smudger brush. We really don't, as long as you get that color on the eye, it's fine. And the thing I like about makeup is you just try and try until you get it right. I'm not a makeup artist, but I'm not afraid to try. It's just like when I learned to drive. I wasn't an expert driver, but I kept doing it, and then now I know how to drive. I hope I do anyway. I get home safely every day. But definitely don't be afraid to experiment with yourself. All right. And of course, you can always blend as you go along, just keep blending, blend as you go along. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Now we're going to take a little bit of a darker color. This is my darkest purple. It's called Merlot. And I'm going to do it in a V shape on the eye. All right. So let me go here. And one thing I like about this brush, it's kind of like an angled brush. So you can use this brush to create just a little bit of an angle, a V shape, to give you a little more definition on your eyes. And the beautiful thing about this is a standard eye look. So almost anybody can do it. And some makeup look, you might notice that it looks different on your eyes than the person who is modeling, and that's because people have different eye shapes, and some people's eye shapes are standard, some people are hooded, some people are deep set, wide set, almond, and that can have a difference with how the eyeshadow is placed and looks on your eyes. So don't compare yourself with anyone. Just keep trying until you get a look that you feel beautiful with. And you'll know sometimes, because people compliment you on your look. All right. And just keep practicing. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't come out right. Not one person has ever died from wearing the wrong eyeshadow. Not one person. So just keep trying. Keep doing it. All right. So anyway, let me take my brush. I always like to take a clean brush and just do a little more blending. All right. So I did a little blending. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an eyeliner. Now, I like to use black eyeliners, but today I'm going to use a brown. All right. And this brown eyeliner, I'm going to use it on my eyes to give me a little definition. Okay. And if you don't know how, one thing I like about this eyeliner brush, eyeliner pencil rather, it's waterproof, because in the summer people's skin tend to sweat. Sometimes you see people with their eyeliner running. You don't ever want to be that person. So go ahead and just put your eyeliner on. You can put it on the bottom too, right here. See, give you a little bit of definition right here. All right, so now I got my eyes done. We'll talk about brows another time. Now we gotta finish. We gotta clean up, because sometimes when people put on the eyeshadows, you see, even though this Chromafusion doesn't have a lot of fallout and it will last you 12 hours, rather, not 12 months, 12 hours, you still want to clean up around the eye area. So you can have a choice. You can use I like to use the under eye corrector under here, or so let me get some right here, or you can use a light bronze concealer. It's really up to you, and I'm saying this based upon my skin tone. If you find that you are more of an ivory, then you can use a light ivory under eye corrector, or something lighter to just kind of clean up where your eyes, to make your eyes look a little more defined. I'm going to use this, and you might notice that this is white, really, really light. And I have a customer, and she has very dark circles under her eyes. And I remember when I met her, my only goal was to help her to hide those dark circles. And when I gave her this product, she was like, Denise, you know, she's a bronze lady like me. She's a deeper bronze lady. And she was like, Denise, this is not made for me. I don't know how I can use this. And by the time we were done teaching her how to use this product, she is such a loyal fan that she buys this product every quarter. Okay. So I'm just going to blend it in a little bit. And you notice how I take it all the way up, kind of like up here. Now, and I kind of just pat it into the skin to make it disappear a little bit. But at the same time, you know, my ultimate goal is to clean up the eye area. So there you go. All right. Now, what if I walked around town looking like this? But anyway, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a little bit of, to bring the color back to my skin tone, I can add like a matching foundation. But today I'm going to do a little bit of CC cream. I'm using Deep. And I'm going to take that Deep and I am going to just blend it right here. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you can go a little bit if it's still too light for you. If it's still too, where's my blending sponge? If it's still too light for you, that's okay, because you can always just get it to your color. All right. But for today, we're gonna go here. All right. And then just blend it along the hairline here. Where is my little brush? And this is the Mary Kay liquid foundation brush that I was using, for those of you who want to know what that was. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my blending brush and just kind of blend the colors together. The goal is just to make sure that it's my skin tone. I don't want to walk out looking like, you know, like I'm not a good match for my own face. You know what I mean? Okay, there we go. So I cleaned up under the eye to the best of my ability. And then now I'm going to put some mascara on. My favorite mascara is all of them. So we have a couple different types of Mary Kay, but today I'm going to be using our Ultimate Mascara. Here you go. It's the one that a lot of people know. So you just go ahead and put it under the eye. And if you make a mistake, don't even worry about it. Just go ahead. You can use any one of the brushes to clean it up. See, I use a brush to clean it up. I made a mistake even more. Don't worry about it. We'll get it later. All right, then you go up. Use eye makeup remover. If you have a mistake, you can always reapply the color. You can always reapply the color. All right. There's no such thing as a makeup mistake. No such thing. That cannot be corrected. No one is ever going to die from having the wrong eyeshadow or putting it on wrong or making a mistake. I've never met anyone who has died. Not one person. All right. But anyway, so I don't have my makeup remover here, but I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can't get my Sweet Plum to cover this bad boy up. This error that I done made. There we go. All right, so here we go. Again, I guess I must be being tested because I've never had this many mascara errors, but maybe I'm being tested to see how I'm going to react if I make a makeup mistake. But here we go. Just clean it up. All right, and let me just get my thing here. Just fix underneath my eyes. Okay, and then what's the next step for me? Well, the next step for me is I am going to put some more mascara on. I love mascara. I'm going to put more mascara on both eyes. And with our new Panorama mascara, it makes your lashes look way longer than this. But this is just for today for me. All right. And I think what I want to do is I want to blend this eyeshadow up a little bit more. There you go. There you go. Voila. I've done it. So I've done both eyes, one with black eyeliner, one with brown. Let me know what you think. Talk to you soon. These are my royal purples.